if you look at our product, we certainly think it's the best option for you for a number of reasons. From the, we have gone out and we have sourced the best components that are going to work the best, work the longest, superior warranty, superior functionality of the unit. We have taken the best features and benefits, bells and whistles, and taken what a lot of other companies would sell as upgraded features. We've packed a lot of upgraded features into a standardized unit, and we'll go through those. And we're the only lift on the market that has a wireless remote control as a feature rather than it being tethered. So with our unit, what we envision people doing, whether it's a hotel property as an example, the remote control so that it doesn't get lost or disappear. Somebody who requires the need to use the lift, I'm sure, would probably take their driver's license to the counter and then get the remote, and when they bring it back, something along those lines, like we all have had to do at resorts when you're wanting to get towels or an umbrella or something like that.
It's waterproof, I imagine.
It is waterproof, not water resistant, and it floats. So it's designed to float and comes with a wrist thing that somebody can easily put it on there. So obviously we envision selling a lot of extra remotes and also envision selling a lot of additional batteries as a backup, or if a battery get damaged, but I'll save some of that stuff for a little bit later. But just to take you through some of the specific bells and whistles, and this is also on the literature sheet that you also have. We've got a setback range of 6 to 22 inches, a water draft range, that's from deck to water, to 0 to 12 inches. What does that mean, really, Chris? Well, if you look at those measurements and you compare those to any other lift chair that's available on the market, we have the greatest range of setback and water draft of any lift on the market. So what that translates into is there are a number of pools where our lift can actually work and adapt to that pool. Maybe it's got a wide gutter, maybe it's got a slight raised bond beam, where our lift will work and others will not. So we will work in a much larger range of pools relative to the setback. We will work with most gutters. Our chair does a full 360-degree rotation. There are some that do not. We actually, if you look at the lift chair, I always say, boy, doesn't it look real pretty and shiny. Well, it does, and it should. It looks very heavy-duty commercial grade. And the reason it does is because we electro-polish the unit. That's a term that several of us haven't heard in a lot of years. A lot of companies got away from electro-polishing because of EPA and OSHA. We do electro-polish the steel, and what that translates into a superior warranty. We are the only lift chair that I'm aware of that does account for rust even in a salt pool, which is why a lot of companies in the Sunbelt areas have raced to us, because of most commercial pools in a lot of the Sunbelt areas are almost exclusively salt. I don't know if you all have many of them up here, but just know our unit's going to hold up very, very well. You're looking at a 2-year full bumper-to-bumper warranty, 1 year on the actuator motor and the battery. It's easily dropped in and out of the anchor, does not require any tools. The anchor we provide is a 6-inch deck anchor, and I've got a slide of that coming up. It's a wedgeless anchor for easy removal. When you all are looking at a potential lift to sell to your commercial end users, it's my humble opinion that the 2 key things that you need to focus the most on is the battery technology and the actuator motor hydraulic arm technology. And this, again, is where we are superior to anything else that's on the market. With respect to the battery, our battery is a 15 amp, 24 volt battery. I call it the Jeff Gordon NASCAR battery because we are twice the power and amperage that any other battery has. And what that translates into is the greatest number of lifts available in the marketplace. So that's crucial and that's important. If let's say that our lift chair is on a pool that's at a VA facility, or it's at a at a pool where they're doing water therapy with handicap or disabled kids, and the lift is getting used a lot each and every day, our battery, you can get up to 90 lifts on one battery charge. Our next closest competitor is 40. Everybody below after that is well below 40. So our battery can get you through a full day before you then at the end of the day take it off of the unit and take it back to the office and plug it into the charger and charge it overnight, versus saying, oh, we got to close the pool for a little while till we have a chance to charge the battery again. So you get the most amount of charges or cycles on one battery. The lift itself only weighs 99 pounds. If you add the upgrade kit, and the upgrade kit includes the optional headrest, the armrest, and an adjustable footrest, plus a secondary remote, that adds about 14 additional pounds. So it's only slightly in excess of 100 pounds, and that's if you actually also purchase the upgrade kit. And again, the standard kit includes the seat belt, the basic foot rest, not the adjustable one as I have on the unit up here, one wireless remote control, and a 6-inch deck anchor, and it is a stainless steel deck anchor with a bonding lug on the bottom. And I definitely want to spend some time talking about bonding, because there's a lot of confusion, and a lot of other lift companies are basically not even discussing the aspect of bonding, and it's something very important in this discussion. So I want to make sure we review that. We also have a wheeled transporter available. Some people want to have be able to easily have one person wheel it out and put it in the anchor and take it back in at night. We also have a portable anchoring system called the iMate, which is a portable deck mount anchor. And the benefit of that is it's got rubber wheels. It does not have to be bonded, but those, it's a great idea if somebody wants to have that convenience, but they're very expensive. In some instances, will prove not cost effective, but we have it for the people that would like to have it. And again, as I mentioned, if somebody wants to purchase our upgrade kit, that's where you have the removable armrest, the headrest, upgraded footrest, plus a secondary remote. There is a picture, a slide of our portable iMate. It's got about 750, 800 pounds of weight in it. It can be, you can lock the wheels, and it can easily handle somebody up to 350 pounds without budging at all, and easily be able to wheel it, back in at night. The biggest advantage that you get with that type of system is the fact that it doesn't have to be bonded. And I'm sure you all would run into some pool applications where it might be very difficult to find something to bond to. It could be very cost effective. This might be only slightly more and a little more easy and convenient. The second most critical thing that you or your commercial property should be looking at when they're wanting to purchase, lift A versus lift B. The first I mentioned was the battery. The second has to do with the actuator motor and the actuator ram or arm. And this is again where we are far superior to other comparable lifts in the marketplace. Most people don't realize that the actuator motor and ram technology that is used in lift chairs evolved from what application? Does anybody know? Besides Scott? Hospital beds. So, provided you're on the third floor of a climate-controlled room, that actuator motor and actuator ram can work consistently all the time. But when you take technology that was designed for indoor use and application and you take it outdoors in UV, snow, rain, sleet, hail, etc., you have a lot of problems. And we know that because the technology that we have sourced to provide our components, that that manufacturer used to have the hospital bed technology, and they had a massive amount of motor failures within the warranty period because of, again, being indoor applications, plus all of the other lift chairs. The motor housing itself is encased in plastic, where ours is encased in aluminum. So